Okay, so it's been 4 months, exactly 4 months to the day. It's the 18th of March today. I shaved my entire head off on the 18th of November. So I had no hair at all whatsoever. And now, as you can see, I have a little mini afro that I just love. That's all I can say. I just love it. But the only thing is, like obviously the edges, I had no edges at all whatsoever when I was wearing wigs and things like that. It refused to grow no matter what I did. It just refused to grow. As you can see, I now have edges. Even this family trait bit here is big, it's covered. It's, you know what I mean, it's coming back. But obviously it's still lighter than the rest. Show you the back. I don't know if you can see the back from there, but I attempt to show you the back. And like you can see the proper afro curls and everything. So yeah, I have an afro, but and there's two ways to style it. I can either comb it out properly and then it's like rounded, or I can just leave it like I've left it, where I just put water, put my oil, and I use my hands to just get the oil in it properly, just rub it in properly, and then I just sort of just like pick it out like this with my hands. And I find that when I do it like this, you can't, it's not so visible that the edges are so light, but when I comb it out properly and I've got that rounded afro, it's a lot more visible. So yeah, I've just been doing it like this, but I have no idea whether I'm doing it right, whether this is how it's supposed to look. I have no idea, because I've not seen my own afro hair for 16, 17, 18 years. Do you know what I mean? And even when I was a child, obviously my mum was dealing with it. I was a tomboy, I never touched my hair, so I have no idea about this texture. This is completely new to me, but I do love it. When you go outside and the sun's shining, people have said, oh, your hair's glowing, it glows with the oil and all that, do you know what I mean? Not having your afro, you're just missing out, as simple as that. But yeah, if anyone can let me know if I'm doing the right thing or not in terms of styling it, because I don't want to be letting Team Natural down, do you know what I mean? I don't want to be going outside and people saying, oh my God, look at this picky girl, whatever. So to be honest, since the hair's been coming more, I've been wearing headscarves and things to go out. I've been getting imaginative with the headscarves because I don't, do you know what I mean? I'm not sure whether it looks right or not. So yeah, let me know what you think. I've watched two things. If you're trying to, like, if you're looking for a vlog that's going to tell you what to do with your hair, this is not the vlog. This is a vlog to just, for you to come on my journey with me, to see the real life experience of what it's like when you transition, when you go natural. Do you know what I mean? I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just learning as I go along. Do you know what I mean? But I'm enjoying the experience of learning from scratch, because then I feel like I'm getting to know my hair. So by the time it gets long, I know what to do. I think at every stage you have to learn a different way of dealing with it, but it's more than possible, it's more than manageable. It takes 5-10 minutes. Even when I wrap the headscarf, that's even quicker. Do you know what I mean? Once in a while I've been out like this, do you know what I mean? Because I want the sun, do you know what I mean? I want the rain, the elements, I want it on my hair, do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. It grows your hair, it gives you your hair the vitamin D and the things they need. So yeah, anyway, I don't want to waffle, I don't know how I talk so much. I watched two things recently that I just want to mention that have impacted me. One, there was a woman, a black woman, she had dreads that were just so long that you couldn't even see it on the screen, it was just long. And she stopped relaxing her hair because she was a police officer, and she used to go and see, like, you know, like dead bodies, autopsies and things. One day she used to walk around there all the time, she never really paid attention. One day she saw a black woman lying there with her head open or whatever, because they examine you. And she saw like black bumps, black marks, black indentures in the woman's brain. So she was saying, oh, this woman, to the medical practitioner, she said, oh, this woman, she must have been beaten, like clubbed in the head, that's why she got them black marks. He said, no, come look at all the different black women. When black women die, this is what you see when you examine them, when you open up their head, you see these, you know what I mean, where the relaxer has been eating away at your brain. So forget cancer, you're opening yourself up to all manner of health problems that you're not aware of. It's criminal. That relaxes on a shelf for anybody to buy. Do you know what I mean? It's criminal. It's as simple as that. I asked two young black girls yesterday, because you know what I mean, I'm all about natural hair, I'm always talking about it. I saw two young black girls, I thought, I don't know what came over me, but I thought, let me just ask them. So I asked them, how old are you? They said 11 and 12. One had a weave, one had extensions, both heavy on their head, yeah, 11 and 12. I said, how old was you when you relaxed your hair? They said their parents relaxed their hair when they were 5 and 6. 5 and 6. So they have no experience with Afro hair. They don't see Afro hair. They don't know what Afro hair is like. Both of their heads relaxed underneath a weave and underneath braids. Do you know what I mean? So we're starting our children at that age. Yeah. Imagine the damage that's being done by the time they're even 25. Never mind if they carry on doing that till they're 50, 60. These young girls are going to have no hair. None. Do you know what I mean? So this is something I'm going to continue to talk about, because we need to really hold the spotlight up to this. It's disgraceful. Do you know what I mean? On top of that, I saw 400 Years a Slave. I'm going to put the links underneath so that you can see the two things I'm talking about yourself. You don't have to look for it. I saw something called 400 Years Without a Comb. And after I saw it, I went and bought my own Afro comb. This is the first time I've had an Afro comb. And when I've got a long Afro, I'm going to put it in my head and I'm going to be walking around. I'll be rapping with my, with my Afro comb in. But yeah, it was £1.50. Yeah, 400 years without a comb. It was deep. Basically, this Afro comb was made in Africa before slavery. And it deals with our hair perfectly. When you pick out your hair with it, do you know what I mean? It doesn't hurt, it deals with our hair perfectly. So this was made by an African before slavery. And then obviously when we were stolen from Africa, our culture, our things, traditions got left behind. So we were there for 400 years, you know, in other countries with no comb to comb our Afro hair. Do you know what I mean? So obviously it was hard. We didn't have any oils or anything like that. We couldn't take care of ourselves in that kind of way. It wasn't about taking care of ourselves. It was about taking care of the white man. Do you know what I mean? So we had no combs. Our hair became rough, picky, whatever. And then obviously we were seeing white people at the time with their nice long flowing hair and everything. And you know, they had the luxury of having combs and brushes, and do you know what I mean? Black people used to do their hair for them, I'm sure, you know. And obviously after we've been brutalized and raped and, do you know what I mean, subjugated, made to feel like inferior and all that, and then you're looking at these people, you're gonna think that straight hair is better. You're gonna think that these people are better. And that's how relaxers came about in the first place. A black guy who wanted to look more like his master, he did this mixture, put it on his head, this lye mixture, put it on his head, and it was burnt. You can see in the film that it's burning him or whatever, because he's used all sorts of chemicals, do you know what I mean, that have no business being on your head. But he said no, he wants to carry on, he's going to carry on because he really wants to have straight hair. And that's how relaxer was born. So from the first place, they knew that it's dangerous, it's got chemicals, it does burn, you get all kinds of, do you know what I mean, there's all kinds of consequences, but they put it on the shelf anyway so that we can have straight hair. This is how black people came today to think that straight hair is better. Do you know what I mean? And you know, obviously that's not true. Afro hair is beautiful, and that's why I want to see everybody walking around with their Afro hair, and I make no apology for that. Anyway, so this is me at 4 months. I'll be back in a month. Like, subscribe, comment, share. If you're enjoying it, share it. Do you know what I mean? Let's talk. What do you think? You know, take care.